species, isn't it? In the Jiva session, we saw that there are 84 lakh species or 84 lakh vessels into which the soul can actually enter. So today we will be seeing out of all the 84 lakh species, why human life is considered as a big privilege. So we will be seeing this today. We move on to the third slide, second slide. We pay our respectful obeisances to His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada and all the Vaishnavas and also Lord Shri Krishna, so that they bless us with the right kind of intelligence. Okay, so in today's presentation, what are we going to see? What are we going to see today or get exposed today? The first thing is the 4 acts that are common between human beings and animals. What are the different activities which are common between humans and animals? This we are going to see. Then we will see what is the difference between animals and human beings. If there is a difference, is there a difference? If there is it, what is it? We will be seeing that. Next one is, okay, human life and animal life, there are similarities, there are differences also. So now, with this kind of life that I've got, am I leading a meaningful life? Or what is happening to me? This we will be seeing. And then in human form of life, what are the different signs of intelligence because of which human life is called as very privileged? And then we will also be seeing about the threefold miseries. This looks like out of topic, but you will see how it blends into the topic also. And then we will see what is the solution for these threefold miseries. Okay. Yeah. So this actually should have been discussed in yesterday's session only, this this picture thing. But anyway, see, okay, in this picture, it is not, I don't know what car it is. We can imagine Jaguar or Audi or BMW or whatever it is. You can even imagine whatever cars you want, you can imagine. Supposing a person is driving that car and there's a big accident like this, tell me, what will you save? The car or the human being sitting inside the car?
Human being, Mataji.
Person inside the car? Think very carefully and tell me. Will you be
Person inside the car.
You don't want the car? You want the person inside the car?
Yes, Mataji, because life of a person is more important than worth of a car.
Okay.
Car can be repaired, but
Let
the
us
person
see.
lost.
If we, that's a nice point. Car can be repaired.
And person, once the body died,
We can buy many cars
but
in future, but person is important.
life is important.
We can't buy humans' life.
Oh, wow. That's nice. Okay, let me see if that is important or this is important. I'll tell you why. We move on to the next slide. See, human body is made up of all these things. Hydrogen this much, oxygen this much, carbon this much, water this much, nitrogen this much. And then all these things, see, even in terms of the grams that are there in the body also, it is given here. Move on to the next slide. So, if we actually calculate this much hydrogen, this much this much that, this much that, and that, a body is not worth more than, you see, how much it is worth. That's all it is worth, right? So, now you tell me, whereas a BMW is worth crores, lakhs and crores, but body is worth not so much, right? So why you will save the person but not the car? Or why you will choose the person above the car?
Car is just a
Because
thing.
saving a person is a humanity. As humans, we have to save our.
Okay, that's also a nice angle. Very nice angle.
See, if we save the car, We can't get back the human again, but if we save the human, we can buy
Yeah.
the car again.
Yeah. Very true. Smart answer also. Yes. See, if we go by the worth of the matter that is there in the body and the car, huh, the car is more valuable than the body. But why the body with so limited value of matter is more important is because the soul is sitting inside the body. Otherwise, if it is a dead body inside the car, or if we think that there is no soul and then body is everything, then body is only made up of these many chemicals, whereas car is worth so much, you know. So if we calculate thinking that, human body is the only thing, there is no spiritual energy, everything is matter, then car should be more important than the body if you see through value of money. But why this body, which all the matter that is there in the body put together is not worth more than few thousands, then why you will save the body is because there is this soul which is what to say, you cannot fathom the worth of a soul, isn't it? Can you buy a soul? Okay, I will pay 1 lakh, I want a soul. Is it possible? No. We can buy a car, we can buy a machine, we can buy this, we can buy that, but we cannot buy life, isn't it? Because the life energy is sitting inside the body becomes much, 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 much more valuable than a very expensive car or a very expensive whatever it is. Okay. So that is why we should understand that we are not just this body, but we are the spiritual energy which is sitting inside the body. Okay. If we move on to the next slide. Now, amongst all these, like yesterday itself, we saw that how we are not this body, but we are the spiritual energy who are sitting inside the body. And that we also saw that there are 84 lakh bodies available in this creation. So amongst all these 84 lakhs, which includes plants, trees, fish, animals and birds and whatever, plus even which includes even devatas and other things, human body is the most valuable. Human body, human life is the most valuable. Why is it most valuable? Of course, devatas and other things also clubbed in that, but human life is more valuable than any of these so many bodies that are there. Why is it? We will see that today. We move on to the next slide. See, if you externally see what animals are doing and what we are doing, animals are also eating, sleeping, mating, and defending. Human beings are also every day doing these activities, eating, sleeping, mating, defending. Isn't it? Animals are also doing these 4 activities. Humans are also doing these 4 activities. This is one common thing between humans and animals. Isn't it? Only difference is that animals are doing it in a crude way and human beings are doing it in a sophisticated way. Animals don't cook food, but we cook and eat. Animals just eat whatever is available wherever it is. But we go to 5-star restaurants, 7-star restaurants, dine in a very opulent manner. One curd rice that we make at home and eat. If you go to a 5-star restaurant, it will be 475 rupees, like that. But still we do. We eat because of the ambience and the whole atmosphere and this and that. We like to live like that, go on improving our quality of living in terms of eating, sleeping also. See, what kind of different mattresses have come. And this one, you sleep like a baby, it is soft like a feather, and this one and that one, what not? Isn't it? And all kinds of setup is there so that you won't even know where still people don't sleep properly. That is there. Huh? There are sleeplessness and depressions and all. But yes, we have a very sophisticated way of doing these 4 activities. But in conclusion, we are doing these 4 activities only. What animals are doing: eating, sleeping, defending, and mating. We move on to the next slide. So, if we are also doing whatever the animals are doing, is there any difference between us and animals? Then why human beings should have different rules and animals should have different rules? Is there any difference at all? Are we just sophisticated animals? This has become a fashion now. They say, man is a sophisticated animal like that. See, if we are doing only these 4 activities, then that is what we have to be called as. Just eating, sleeping, mating, and defending, like any other animal, if we are doing, then we have to be called as sophisticated animals. But we have to think that is that what we are meant for? Is that all we have to do? Then why are we given special intelligence? You should think about that. We move on to the next slide. Yeah. See, when you talk about intelligence, we, to a large extent, animals also have rational power. In the sense, when a dog is crossing the road, it will look. When a vehicle is coming, it knows it should not cross like that. Or if you talk about sensory power, animals eat much better than we do in that sense, quantity. Or they see more, is more, I mean, like their power to see is more. Their power to smell is much more. Their power to hear is also much more, like that. And their flying power, their running power, their strength, everything is more, many things are much more than human beings. We cannot compete with even a dog in terms of running, can we? So, then what are we better at? If animals are only having such very good sensory powers and also rational thinking, then see, animals can have rational power and intelligence only pertaining to eating, sleeping, mating, and defending. Then what is the difference between us and animals at all? We have some things in the chat. I'm going to read that.
We can differentiate which is good and which is bad for us, so
Very
that we can
nice.
decide what to move forward, what to.
Very nice, very nice. See, Jivana has given some points. Humans can think deeply, but animals cannot. It's a nice point. We should define what is thinking deeply. We will see that. Then humans speak languages, animals make sound. In fact, those are animals also have their own language. It appears as sounds for them, but they also have like everything is sound basically, isn't it? They don't have such sophisticated way of speaking, but they also speak. We have grammar and other things, but they do not. That's one difference. And then humans create art, music, animals do not. Well, in one sense, like for example, what is that bird called as? Hummingbird, or what is that? It creates a beautiful nest which has an opening here, but it has a false opening somewhere else, so that when snakes come, they will think that that is the opening and they will go inside and they will not find any eggs or younglings like that. So they are also having different kinds of skills, they are having so many skills. And then, yes, humans have culture, festival, animals do not. Very good. Humans have culture. Why? What is it that is making humans have this culture and have this kind of thinking that, animals don't cover themselves, but human beings cover ourselves, isn't it? Why? What is it that is special between humans and animals? Deepa says humans can chant, but animals cannot. Very nice. Yes, Deepa. We move on to the next slide. Well, keeping that on one side as to how we are better than animals, one thing we have to seriously think about is that, yeah, very nice. So many people have told humans have religion and spirituality, spiritual emotions, but animals do not. Very true. Very true. See, what are we actually doing? Keeping aside the difference between humans and animals, but are we really living a different life from animals today? We are only making these 4 activities in a more sophisticated way, in a much more sophisticated way. And we only think how I can eat better, how I can sleep better, how I can mate better, and how I can defend better. And we call it, what to say, that is called, what is that? We call it evolving. Humans are evolving. Humans are, advancing. We call it advancement. So, what are we advancing towards? What are we actually advancing towards? A better sleeping, better eating, better mating, and better defending. We have so many facilities today. We have used that intelligence of human beings that are given to us to modify and to make better and better all these 4 needs. But are we really happy with all that advancement that we have made? Are we really happy? Are we very peaceful? No, we are still unhappy. We are still having so much stress. We are still having so many dissatisfactions in the mind. So, this kind of development that we have seen is not the ultimate thing for our happiness. We are becoming sophisticated animals, and it is not giving us happiness. Yeah, we move on to the next slide. Are we leading a meaningful life? We are all the time having anxieties. Whatever we get, we are not satisfied. And then we say we are in depression, we have a lot of stress. We are not happy. This kind of development that we are doing along the lines of sophisticated animal life is not giving us the actual happiness that we are looking for. We are not getting satisfied by just developing in this way. By just becoming sophisticated in this manner, we are not being happy. We have seen that also. We are not being happy. Then what is going to give us actual happiness? That we have to see. Because yesterday, in that soul presentation, we did see, right, that the soul is eternally blissful. That is its nature, that it has to be blissful. And if we are not happy, it's like fish out of water. That's why we cannot live like that in an unhappy situation. It's fish out of water. So how are we going to be happy? If this is the only way in which we are going to develop, how will we be happy? If we think that my life is meant for leading a sophisticated animal life, that's not giving us happiness. So, what is wrong and how can we fix it? We move on to the next slide. See, even animals have some amount of rational thinking, but like so many of you have given in the chat box, only human beings have this kind of intelligence where they reason out saying, see, today we are asking this question, am I developing in the right way? Am I happy? No, I am suffering. Then why am I suffering? This question is possible only in human life. A dog or a cat or a pig or an elephant or a cow will not sit and think, why am I unhappy? Why is this suffering coming to me? Instinct wise, when there is instinct, they have basic instincts where when there is some suffering, they will learn to defend themselves. That is all they will do. They can never think, why I am suffering? Why I am I'm being born, then I'm growing old, then I'm having, in the meanwhile, I'm suffering with so many diseases, and then I'm dying. Why am I dying? How can I not die? Krishna, just hold on for a minute.
Yes, Mataji.
Yeah, I'm sorry. So, the animals they don't possess this kind of reasoning power. This kind of intelligence is not available in any other form of life. It's only available in human form of life and above. So that is why the scriptures are telling us that since you have this ability, use this ability. Don't waste. You have this ability, right? To think, to reason out. Use it. I was giving this example in the other session. See, if I am gifted a very sophisticated phone and I am not even using it properly, I am just using it for calling, or I don't know how to use it, and I'm using it as a paperweight. What will happen? It's a waste of money, right? Some very sophisticated, let's say latest model Samsung or latest model iPhone or whatever it is, spending 1 lakh, 2 lakhs. People buy a phone for me and I think, Appa, now I got something to keep stack my papers and keep so that they don't fly away. How will it be? Is that intelligent way of using it? Take a stone and use it as a paperweight. Why you want to spend 1 lakh, 2 lakhs and use that phone as a paperweight? Isn't it? So, when this human form of life is given to us, with this kind of a rare blessing that you have the ability to ask these questions, not only ask, you have this ability to find out the answer for these questions and do something about it, then why should we waste it without asking these questions? Why should we waste it only in eating, mating, sleeping, and defending? Nobody is saying don't eat. Nobody is saying don't do these 4 things. But don't think that this is the only thing I'm supposed to do. That is where the problem comes. That's why all the scriptures are urging us, saying, you have got a human life. Athato Brahma Jignasa. Jignasa means try to find out, ask about it, have inquisitiveness. Now you have inquisitiveness about what? About who you are. Because when we understand who we are actually, then only we'll have the answer for all these questions. Why am I suffering? Where do I go after this life? Why do I go? Why can't I get permanent happiness? All these questions can be asked only in human body, not lower than that. That is why scriptures are saying, don't waste such a very valuable human body only doing eating, mating, sleeping, and defending. You have this rare opportunity, use it. Don't waste the opportunity that has been thrusted into your hands. We move on to the next slide. See, before coming to this slide, what will happen if we waste this human life? If the person who gifted me that kind of an iPhone sees that I'm using it as a paperweight, he will take it back, isn't it? You don't know how to use, you don't know what are the different features that are there, you don't know how to use all these things. Why do you need it? You give it back. I'll gift you either a simple Nokia or you keep a paperweight only for your paper. Isn't it? Same way, nature also what it will do. You don't know how to use human life. You wasted it by only eating, mating, sleeping, and defending, which animals are also doing. So you should be given only an animal life. Because you are not using the human life that is given to you. It is not, we shouldn't blame the nature saying, oh no, how is it fair? No, because you're not using it. You're wasting it. If you are wasting it, how can then nature will take it back from you, saying until you understand the value, you learn and understand the value of human life, you take animal body, then you later on again nature will give you to test if you have really, if you are having any intentions of understanding. Otherwise, you have to go on the evolutionary ladder and take the human birth. So how many birth, death, old age and disease we will be going through from animal life to human life, So we should not waste this human life. See, we should ask these questions, why I am suffering? Why there is birth, death, old age and disease? How I can overcome these things? See, we cannot overcome these things by having some temporary solution, Oh, I am getting old age. So let me apply some old age anti-wrinkle cream. And then, the old age will be, no, that will not happen. Isn't it? So we should try to understand why these are happening and how we can see. The Shastras are not saying birth, death, old age and disease, you have to live with it. You have no solution. They're not saying that. These three types of miseries, Adhyatmika, we're going to see what it is. Adhyatmika, Adi Bhautika, Adi Daivika, you have to live with it. No, Shastras are not saying that. They are actually encouraging us, saying you can overcome all these things. Just learn from the scriptures how you can overcome all these things. That is why human body is meant for. You have to learn in this lifetime how to overcome these and initiate that process of, overcoming these things. There are three different types of miseries. All the miseries in the world that are there are categorized into these three. Adhyatmika, Adibhautika, Daivika. Adhyatmika means the miseries that are created by one's own self, by one's own mind. Whatever miseries are created, that is called Adhyatmika. We inflict pain upon ourselves. That is Adhyatmika. Adi Bhautika means the problems and difficulties created by other living entities. Either it be animals or insects or people. It is created by other living entities. It is called Adi Bhautika. Then the third one is Adi Daivika. Adi Daivika means those that are created by natural calamities. Tsunamis, earthquakes, famine, this one, that one, forest fire, volcanic eruptions. So many things are there. Tornadoes. And then epidemics and pandemics. We had COVID. That is Adi Daivika. COVID is Adi Daivika. So those that are created due to natural calamities. These are the three types of miseries that are anyway there in this world. So a human being is having the capacity to understand these things. And the next step, the moment you know there are different types of miseries, what will you to think next? Okay, how can I overcome this? Mataji, can you tell me, is it possible to overcome this? We have a natural ability for problem solving. So we have to use that in solving the basic problems of life. Not just, how I can eat better, sleep better. Not like that. We have to use that abilities that we have been given to solve the basic problems of life. Move on to the next slide. Yeah. And also, as we are using our problem-solving abilities, we should understand that we should look for permanent solutions. Yeah, diseases caused by pollution is a mix of things. It is Adhyatmika, because all of us, Adhyatmika and Adi Bhautika. Adi Bhautika because, oh sorry, I'm sorry, I'm answering questions. Questions will be taken later on, but just it came to my eyes, so I'm answering. Adi Bhautika, created by other living entities. Pollution is created by us. We are the ones who created. Adhyatmika and Adi Bhautika it is. So the solution, that problem solving abilities that we are having, we should use that to find permanent solution. This temporary solution is there. No, it's very easy. It's called settling for the easy, but it will always be temporary. Here given, the example given is supposing somebody is having a headache. Just pop a pill. Oh, I'm having severe headache every day. Every day I will pop 3-4 pills. What will happen? It is going to subside that headache temporarily. But the cause of that headache, that real disease, is going to become worse and worse in your body. And the headache cannot be, why the headache will go then? That's why we need to go to a physician and find out the root cause of the problem. Oh, okay, you are having digestion issues, or you are having these issues, you are having stress issues, you are having that, this is why this headache is caused. So treat that, so the headache will automatically go away. This is called finding permanent solution and not settling for temporary solutions. Temporary solutions is what this whole world is actually thriving on. The cosmetic industry, the advertisement industries are all thriving on this, our wanting a temporary solution, because permanent solutions are difficult. I'm putting on weight. I don't want to cut down on eating. I don't want to exercise. Is there a cheat code that I can lose weight? Then the cosmetic industry will come up with 100 different things, how to satisfy this demand of a person, which will have 1,000 side effects, which is not actually treating the root cause. Like this only everything. I'm aging, so let me put anti-aging cream. My hair is falling, so let me use anti-hair fall shampoos. They are made in such a way that you stop using, the hair will fall more, right? So, this type of temporary solutions that we are looking for, no? This is what is creating problems for us. We should always come above all these things and say, let me find the permanent solution for all these things. We move on to the next slide. Next slide is also like this only, like, yeah. Old age means anti-aging techniques. Tsunami means tsunami detectors or earthquake, whatever, these detectors. And then depression means pop pills, antidepressants, anxiety pills, and whatnot. Death, still thinking for a solution, how I can have a temporary solution for death. No, this will not work. This will not work at all. In this direction, we cannot solve problems. That's why, what happens, like what kind of a life we are leading today with this kind of lifestyle. It is like this in this illustration. Get up, survive, go to bed. Get up, survive, go to bed. And we are just surviving. What are we achieving? We're just surviving. And one day, like this personality will come and we will ask, oh, are you going for a Halloween party? Then that personality will say, neither me nor you are going. Come with me actually. Who is that personality? Mr. Death.
Yama.
Yeah, yes. He will come, knock at our door and say, time up, come. Then what will happen? Again, we will take another body and do the same thing. Get up, survive, go to bed. Get up, survive, go to bed. Why should we? What are we achieving in the meanwhile? With all the intelligence that is given to us. Nothing, practically nothing. Isn't it? So all these, we should think about permanent solutions. Temporary material solutions are only cheat codes. You need to cheat. There is no such thing called temporary solution in this world. It is cheating actually. We move on to the next slide. That is why we need to look into the scriptures and find out what the scriptures are saying, because the words of the scriptures are very mature and very well thought out. And who has given the scriptures to us? It is the Supreme Lord. And when the Supreme Lord gives a solution, it will be perfect solution because He exactly knows what our problem is. He is the creator. He is aware of everything. So when He proposes a solution, that will be the perfect solution. So we should address these problems with the actual solution. Find out from the scriptures what they are saying. We should understand that instead of simply only taking care of the body and thinking that I am this body, that's called wrong identity, isn't it? I am this body. I am American. I am Indian. Only in this birth. In next birth, you will be born elsewhere. Then you will have that identity. So these are all temporary identities. We cannot think of ourselves as these temporary things pertaining to the body. We have to actually understand our identity and find out solutions in that manner. Oh, okay. I'm not this body. I am the soul. So what do I do? Because only then we will even believe that this birth, death, old age, disease cycle can be broken. We have to understand those things and try to seek solution in that manner. We move on to the next slide. Otherwise, it will be like this. In this picture, what does this picture indicate? There is this lady. Anybody wants to say what this picture is indicating? See,
We are giving more importance to the body rather than the soul.
perfect, Shaman, which is true. You buy a cage because you want to keep a bird inside, and you take care of the cage so much that you forget to feed the bird. How is it intelligent? You have a body so that the soul will act through that body. In that process, you forget about the soul only and you take care only of the body. I need to how I can better my living situation, now don't misunderstand this. Krishna is not saying don't take care of the body, because if you don't take care of the body will wither. How will the soul act? Without a body, how can the soul act? The body is the medium through which the soul acts, right? So body has to be taken care of. Necessities have to be taken care of. We have to study. We have to find a job. We have to do our basic duties. That also will come here. The two different types of duties that we have. We have all those things. But in doing all these things, if we completely forget that I am the soul and I need to even feed that soul, the knowledge that the soul is looking for, if we don't feed, then We are not doing the right thing. We are just taking care of the cage and forgetting about the bird inside. The cage exists only for the bird's sake. Who is more important, the bird or the cage? It's the bird which is important. Same way, the body has to be taken care of, but not at the cost of starving the soul of its care. The soul needs care. The soul is a seeker of God. That's the nature of the soul. It's a seeker of happiness. If you do not give that to that soul, then you are doing injustice to yourself. You're harming yourself. You're only taking care of the body. End of the life, by taking care of the body like that alone, what have we achieved? In this life, many people, many of you have studied, many of you have done degree, double degree, PG, so many things. Some of you must have done even PhD. In your next life, after you quit this body, you go to the next life. You will not even remember ABCD. All this material knowledge that you have gained will go away with this body only. All the money that you have earned, will you tell in your next lifetime? In my last lifetime, my ICICI bank balance was this much. Can you please give that back to me? I want to continue my accounts. Possible? No, it is not possible. It's not possible. The only thing that will continue is the devotional service that you do. Today, if you do some devotional service, tomorrow Krishna will say, you climbed till the second floor, so now you climb from the third floor onwards. Only in spirituality it is possible. So, if we are taking care of the body at the cost of the soul, that is what Krishna is saying, don't do that. Never misunderstand thinking, oh, now I cannot take care of the body. I should not do my duties. I will neglect all my duties towards my parents, my husband, my wife, my children, my this, that, everything, my school, my college. That is not what Krishna is saying. I don't have to study. Very nice. Parents ask us to study. Say, no, 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 I'm not the body, I'm the soul. I will only chant. No, no. That's not what Krishna is asking us to do. What you have to do is, we have to also include the knowledge for the soul in our life. We have to include the devotional if there is no one, all the zeros are just zeros. There's no value. Like that, whatever you are doing in this lifetime, if you are including spirituality in your life, all that you do makes sense. If you do not, whatever you do will not make sense. Everything will go waste with this life. That is why Bhagavad Gita is, Krishna is so keen that we have to learn the Bhagavad Gita and try to understand it. That's the reason why. We need to understand this knowledge. Move on to the next slide. See, like this, I told you, no, different dharmas. There is Swadharma, which is duty because of this body. Like, because of this body only, no, we have parents, we are connected as parents, as children, as husband, as wife, as friend, as this, as teacher, as student. This is all bodily identity, right? So the dharma towards all these things is called Swadharma. Then the dharma that a soul needs to do, the duty of a soul, the duty towards a soul, that is called as Nitya Dharma. Both should not be neglected. Today, we are all taking care of the Swadharma. Actually, today we are not even doing Swadharma. We're just doing something that we think it is good for us. But anyway, we are only thinking about these bodily necessities and duties, but we are neglecting the necessities of the soul. That should not happen. One has to chant, one has to learn the Bhagavad Gita, one has to do some devotional activity. It is very, very important. If we neglect that, then we are neglecting the soul. And then all that we do to take care of the body will make no sense. Will make very little sense. We move on to the next slide. So this is a very important thing that we need to understand. When see this Swadharma and Nitya Dharma and all, will we be able to do in animal life? Won't be possible. As animals, we won't even know Swadharma, Nitya Dharma, this Dharma, that Dharma. What Dharma animals have, isn't it? Only human beings have that culture. That we live in a society, we have duties towards the society, we have duties towards parents, we have duties towards many things. So we should not neglect Swadharma, we should not neglect the Nitya Dharma at all. So that is when a human life will become meaningful. That is when a human life will become complete. Otherwise, it will be incomplete, like using a big phone as a paperweight. Otherwise, it will be very incomplete, the human life. We need to make this human life worthy and meaningful by asking these questions and trying to find answers for these questions. Very important. Who am I? How can I be happy? Who is God? How am I related to God? And what is my duty towards God? This is very important. As much as we ask, what is my duty towards this country? What is my duty towards my parents? What is my duty towards my children, my spouse, my this, my that? We also have duty towards God, and we have to ask. We should not try to escape that. We move on to the next slide. That's why Krishna says we need to include Krishna in our life. How do we include Krishna in our life? By doing this A, B, C, D. A is association with devotees, means those who are bhaktas, if you spend time with them, then they will teach you how to become a bhakta, how to become a devotee. And then we read the Gita regularly to understand what Krishna is trying to tell us, how to lead this life successfully. Then we have to chant the names of the Lord, and we also have to watch what we eat. So this A, B, C, D, if we include in our life, then our human life becomes very meaningful. That is when it becomes successful, meaningful, and productive. Okay, here we come to the end of the session. Let's see what is there in, small request for chanting. I know it's end of the day, but maybe tomorrow morning you all can chant. Here in the session, we chanted 18 times. That's also very nice. So if you all have time, you can chant 108 times in the morning, the Hare Krishna mantra. We'll move on to the next slide and see what is there in tomorrow's session. Actually, tomorrow's session is about Ishvara, controller. My God, what a negative term, no? Who likes to be controlled? How many of you like to be controlled? You can raise your hand if you like to be controlled. Nobody likes control, right? Nobody likes it. We like to be given little freedom. Well, this Ishvara controller is not that kind of a controller, Hitler tyrant. No. His control, we'll see why he is called the controller. So, but in tomorrow's session, we'll be seeing about Ishvara or God. Okay? We come to the end of the session. Now we can take question answers. There are a few questions in the chat box.
I'm sorry. There are no questions in chat box, Mataji. I guess they've sent you personally.
Oh,
In the chat box, you'll be, you can see Mataji there.
how do I wait? I'm just seeing. How do I see the chat that is sent to me personally?
The name will come, Mataji, behind a logo with their first.
We had one question by Jeevana.
Yes, Mataji. That's all.
Jeevana asked that question of what if a disease is caused by pollution? I think I answered it in the middle of the class. There's one more question towards the end of this one. Yeah, chanting can be done at any time of the day, or has it to be done? No, any time of the day, ma. Any time of the day you can chant. It's up to you. Some people who don't have time in the morning can definitely chant during the evening, night, before going to sleep. Or you can definitely chant anytime. That's the glory of this chanting. There is no such rules. I'm already chanting Sri Rama Nama, Rama Mahamantra given by my Guru. I chant 24/7, then how can I manage both? No, this is good. If it is possible, since the Hare Krishna mantra is, this is very good that you're already chanting the Rama Mahamantra given by your Guru. It's very nice. Since this is called the Yuga Dharma, it's all the more beneficial if you chant, because this is like a recommended process for anybody and everybody. So maybe you can see, like for example, some 10 minutes you can give some time for chanting this. So 108 times you can chant this mantra. It will be very, very good that way. Because this is the Yuga Dharma, you can little bit, if you can like give allot some time, like 10 minutes in the morning or 10 minutes whenever, like for example, if you're traveling to your office, that time also you can chant like that. You can do, because it is the Yuga Dharma. It is beneficial for everybody to chant this, and there are no such rules like that, like here you should not chant, there you should not chant, like that. Yes, Deepa. Okay.
No, that's all, Mataji. There are no questions in the chat box for today.
How come there are no questions? Here, Santoshi. How do we know the purpose of our life as we are surrounded by all other aspects? It is very difficult to focus on the inside, and we have all relation responsibilities. They may not accept what we are doing. Very true, Santoshi. See, that is why we have to start in a small way. And like, for example, just begin to chant. What will happen is it will pave way for everything. Currently, if we look at the scenario in which we are living, we are not living in a saintly scenario where, some Gurukula or something like that. No, we are living in hardcore this world, isn't it? So it's not very easy. And we have our studies, or we have our work, we have other responsibilities. So many things are there. That is why we should include initially in small amounts, but we should, like, very disciplined way, we should do that. For example, if you start, like, let's say, read one shloka of the Bhagavad Gita every day, like that, it's not going to affect you so much, but as you are doing it regularly, you will make so much progress of it. Like, for example, right now, you are taking some time for these 9 days to listen to these classes. This is also a very big step. Even though we are having so many responsibilities, we do take out some time. This is what is required. We definitely should take out some time, because see, we are having 24 hours in the day. We need to find some time for even taking care of ourselves. Like in material terms, we do say my time, right? I need my time, like that. That my time is to take care of the emotions, take care of the body. That my time should also extend to taking care of the soul. Emotional requirements are there, material requirements are there, spiritual requirements are also there. Now, we should not do one and neglect the other. For example, if we neglect our body, how will it be? We cannot live healthily, isn't it? If we neglect our mind, or taking care of our emotional needs and other things, will we be able to live happily? No. Same way. We cannot live happily if we neglect the requirement of the soul, no? Because the soul inside is becoming very dried and sad because it's not being given what it is required, what is required. That is why we need to do in small amounts. See, when I started also, it was like that only. I was studying. I just finished my college when I came in contact with ISKCON. I started going to classes once a week. Then it became twice a week. So once or twice a week, giving 1 hour of my time was not very difficult for me. I was working. I was also with the family. It was not very difficult for me. Then I started chanting. Initially, I didn't start chanting like many hours. Not like that. I started chanting 2 rounds. Then I made it 4 rounds. Actually, what happens is when we start, no, this process will in itself pave way for expanding. Time expands for Krishna's sake. So, this is an interesting question. See, the first 3 things, no, like fear of heights, fear of riding, swimming, these are some things that can be, I don't know if you have to really overcome it because you can abstain from that also. Well, riding, you may have to consult somebody and you can talk to some professional and see how you can overcome it. But yeah, speaking out true feelings out of fear, slowly you need to take some help and overcome it. And not always we speak the truth also. There is not necessity that every time we speak the truth. But when it becomes a little too much that we are not, where it is necessary also we are not saying, then we may need to take some help on this and overcome. The other things like, okay, riding, because you have to travel, right? You cannot escape traveling. So that way you may have to take little help for that. But speaking one's mind, we should see what kind of fear, why there will be some kind of a reason why we are feeling that fear. We need to address that by taking some professional help, or take the help of first talk to someone mature and see what it is. If it cannot be solved by in a normal way, then you may have to take the help of some professional and see how you can overcome this fear alone. Like others, yeah, okay. I mean, there are many people. I'm actually afraid of heights. I used to get many like this was my recurring dream, like falling off the height is my recurring dream. That's because somewhere in the subconscious mind we are afraid of these things like that. So that's okay. Those things are okay. We can avoid all those things. But the other things you can see how you can take help. Plus, if you are reading the Bhagavad Gita, that also will make your mind very, very strong. Mentally very strong. We will become. What is the ultimate goal of human life according to the Gita? Jivana has asked. Who wants to answer this question? What is the ultimate goal of human life? After knowing that, huh? What is that? Somebody unmuted. Was it Lasya unmuted? The goal of human life is self-realization. Should understand who we are, who is God, what is our relationship with God, and what are we supposed to do? What is our duty towards God? This we have to understand and this we have to do. That is actual goal of human life. Everything else is the secondary thing. Everything else is necessary to keep the body together. Body and soul together, they say, no. That otherwise, this is the goal of life. Deepa asks, can you please tell what are included in devotional service so they can... very nice. See, chanting the names of the Lord is considered devotional service. Reading the scriptures like Bhagavad Gita and other things are considered as devotional service. Then at home we do puja, right? All that is considered devotional service. For example, at home you cook something and then you keep naivedyam and you eat. That cooking, keeping naivedyam, eating, all becomes devotional service. Cooking, because you are cooking so that you will offer to the Lord. And then the act of offering itself is devotion. The act of honoring that prasadam, because what is offered, that is called prasadam, isn't it? The act of honoring that prasadam, that also is devotional service. Like this, we can incorporate devotional activities in every walk of our life. How do we do it in workplace? We keep a picture of Krishna in front of us in the work table. And then we pray and say, whatever I am doing today, please guide me in the right direction, Krishna. And please always make me remember you. And whatever I do, please always give me an opportunity so that I can serve you. So that's it. Praying is devotional service. Coming to temple is devotional service. Taking darshan of the Lord is devotional service. Honoring prasadam, honoring charanamrit, accepting arti, everything connected to the Lord is devotional service, and everything can be connected to the Lord also. For example, you want to take care of your parents, you want to take care of your children, you want to take care of your siblings, your friend, that also can be devotionally connected. Because apart from taking care of their body, if you're also taking care of their soul, then that is devotional service. For example, you cannot force anybody, but if somebody is interested and you teach them the Bhagavad Gita, that is devotional service. Somebody likes prasad and you come to the temple, you take one dona of prasadam for them and you offer them prasadam, that is devotional service. Like this, everything that we normally do also can be connected to Krishna, and that becomes devotional service. So like this, we can think of many innovative ways of serving the Lord. We clean the puja room, we put kolam for the puja room, we decorate the puja room. All this is devotional service only. Okay. Vanita asks, can we stop reincarnation? Yes, we can. That is the whole purpose of human life. To stop that reincarnation, to break out of this cycle of birth, death, old age, and disease. Only in human life that is possible. We can think, how can I do this? Yes, it is possible to break out of reincarnation. We don't have to take body again and again and again. It is possible. This continued one another question, Vaishnavi. Is it compulsory to visit temples for blessings, or can we do puja at home and be devotional? Can be blessed? See, you can definitely be blessed even if you do puja at home. There is no compulsion that you have to come to the temple. But the fact of it is, temples are so powerful because temple is the house of the Lord. 24/7, all the people in the temple, whatever they do, are doing it for the pleasure of the Lord. So the place has very different vibe. So you will be very much spiritually surcharged and motivated when you come to the temple. At home, there are so many distractions. So that is the reason why people used to keep it as a regular activity, that go to temple and take darshan of the Lord. At home also we can do, because at home also we have puja room, we do. But at home, it is one of the many activities. But temple, this is the only activity that is going on. Whenever you walk into the temple, either there will be aarti going on, or there will be boga going on, or there will be kirtan going on, or there will be some pravachan going on, or people will be dancing for the kirtan. Anything that happens in the temple is fully only spiritual. That is why when you step into the temple, you feel very different. You feel surcharged with spiritual energy because you can feel the presence of the Lord everywhere. If we can make our house into that kind of a temple atmosphere, nothing like that. More so, if we can make our heart into that kind of a temple atmosphere, nothing more than that. If our heart can become a temple, then Krishna will come and reside there. There is a song called Mama Mana Mandire. Raho Nishidin Krishna Murari. My heart is a temple, so please come and reside here, like that. But it takes time. We need to take motivation from devotees to become that pure, isn't it? So that's why coming to temple, meeting the devotees, talking, all will give us so much motivation. That is why we say you come to the temple. Otherwise, there's, if you can create that at home, very good. That is also very, very good. Okay. Soumya has asked, can we chant during period times? Absolutely. You can chant, you can read the Bhagavad Gita, both you can do. See, if there is no time, place, circumstance for you to call out the name of Krishna. Krishna is yours, you can call him out at any time. What is chanting? Calling out his name, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Calling out his name, as you can call it out at any time. There is no rule there. And also for reading the Bhagavad Gita, there is no rule. You can read it anytime. Okay. What if a person is not in our faith? Then why God make us to meet that person? That one thing makes suffering a lot. How can we overcome this? No. People can have multiple faiths. See, because there is only one God and there is one Sanatana knowledge. But there are many branches of religion. Every religion is trying to teach how to love God only. So, whether it is Christianity or Jainism or Buddhism or whatever it is, all are trying to teach that only. So, particularly, I don't know which faith you are meaning. We need to see what you exactly mean, then we can address that. Because what do you mean by not in our faith? Is he not a Hindu? Is she not a Hindu? Or what is it that you mean that if you can tell, then I'll be able to, I can think what it is. And now a little confusing it is for me, that question. Otherwise, see, for example, in my friend circle, I did have a Christian. I really liked her so much. She would not force me, I would not force her. But we both were very happy. I respected her faiths and beliefs, and she respected my faiths and beliefs. We really liked each other very much. We were like group of five in college, so one of them was a Christian. But I don't exactly know what you are meaning, so you can probably let me know personally if it cannot be told in the main chat. You can let me know personally. We can, or Shruti can give my wait. Faith or fate? Jayashree is saying she might mean fate.
Kirti Mataji.
Anyway, you can give if it is anything personal, you can give my number to Kirti. Then she can text me. Or she can text you. You can send it to me. however it is. But if it can be discussed in the chat box, you can put it up in the chat box. Yeah, it could be feet also, I'm not sure. Anyway, if Kirti is here, then she can. Kirti is here. Kirti is here. Okay, you just let me know, Kirti, if I, because I don't think I answered your question properly. You let me know. Okay, ma. Okay, Kirti. You send my number to Kirti, okay? Shruti, you
Yes,
give
ma'am.
my number in the chat box so she can take it. Then she can text me in that mobile.
Sure, Mataji.
Okay, Kirti, you can WhatsApp me. Then I will text you back. Okay, girls, it's like a little late today, right? Did we extend the session too much? Questions and answers like that. What is the time now?
9:17, Mataji. We did not.
Okay, 9:20. Yeah, okay. Around this time only every day we finish the presentation. Anyway, girls, thank you so much for patiently attending these sessions. We will meet tomorrow. Have a good night. Have a nice day tomorrow. We will meet tomorrow at 8 o'clock with our session Ishwara.
Yes, Mataji. Thank you
Thank you so much. If possible, please chant tomorrow.
Yes, Mataji.
Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Mataji. Vanchakalpatarubhyascha kripasinubhyo evacha pattanam pavanebhyo vaishnavibhyo namo namah. Shri Shri Radha Madan Mohan ki jai, Jagannath Baldev Subhadra Mai ki jai, Gaur Sai ki jai,
Jai.
Prabhupada ki jai,
Jai.
Jai.
Guru Vaishnav Vrind ki jai.
Jai.
Thank you so
Hare
much.
Bol.
Hare Bol. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much.
Vinisha